Kirk was not a racist. I don't want to hear no more videos calling Charlie Kirk racist, because Charlie Kirk was not racist. He spoke the truth about black Americans, right? That DEI was crap. That affirmative action was crap. All things I believe in. When he called out black leaders in the Democratic Party that were ridiculous, Kamala Harris, that they were low IQ type people, right? I'm as black as it gets. I come from as black of a home as it gets, but I'm labeled racist. I'm labeled a coon. I'm labeled Uncle Tom. But the reality of the situation is Charlie gave so many black people voices. He had black friends, and he was a bad racist if he was. Look what he did with Blexic and supporting Blexic and all that. So Charlie Kirk was everything but a racist. Unfiltered. Look at this wicked black person. Just a wicked person. Just wicked, evil.
You know, as a real man of the black community, I don't support pandering, I don't support cooning, and I do not support conjecture and semantics. Do all of us in the black community support what brothers and sisters are doing? No, we don't. But I can agree that all of us will agree as a collective is that what you are doing is extremely egregious and disgusting. Okay, you didn't even address the fact that CK called the man a scumbag, but yet here you go, being Samuel L. Jackson from Django, and you run to the rescue of someone you don't even know. You've never said anything positive. You've never said anything uplifting. You've never said anything encouraging, but yet you come to this app and you pander to people who don't give a damn about you. You see, when the Triple K comes into town, you think they're going to care if you're a Democrat or a liberal? Do you think when they come to town, do you think they're going to care that you stand for this and stand for that? No, they don't. They're going to chop you down because of what you look like, not for what you stand for. And stop being a clown because you are a clown. See, the Bible says a false balance is an abomination with the Lord. You do not have balance. Your foot is on full throttle, pedal to the metal, foot on the gas against your own people for the sake of others who don't give two squally diddly dots about you.
Welcome back, everybody. Take a seat. Love that you are here. But guys, listen. Do you remember Reverend Jordan Welsh, also known as the Black MAGA preacher? Do y'all remember him? I also covered him in that video of Black MAGA. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch. I'll put it here. He was the one that was teaching white supremacy propaganda to those kids in Jacksonville. Also the one that went on that Jubilee show with Amanda Seales where she completely cleared him out. Now, he swears up and down that he got her ass together, but he did not. Now, before we get into all of this, then let me give you a quick recap of our Black MAGA preacher. Guys, this is a caricature to me. But let's look at what led up to him losing his job.
I want to explain it to people kind of what happened. So we went viral. We were on the Shade Room. A lot of exposure that came from that video. And I had been working as a 4th grade teacher at a private Christian school in Jacksonville. I'm trying to stay under the radar. I don't talk to people about politics at my job or anything like that. I keep my personal life separate. Well, I was brought into a meeting. When you sometimes work in these environments, usually when there's a black woman in leadership, right, that's Democrat, you have these type of problems. So they brought me in and they asked me about the video. They asked me why did I believe white supremacy and not being a real thing and racist and systematic racism. And I had to explain that, which I thought was unacceptable, because I asked them a question. I said, if I was a Democrat and I was fighting for those things that you consider valuable for the black community, would I even be sitting in this office? But the thing that really bothered me at the end of this meeting was they basically said that this would be brought up to the higher ups and that I had a choice to make. In so many words, either I could choose to completely stop speaking about what I was speaking about, there would be consequences.
Now, while he was waiting on the verdict, guys, of him actually losing his job or not, he thought it was wise to keep on airing them out at that school.
This is me cleaning out my classroom because I resigned because I was targeted at my school for my political beliefs. I was told in so many words that if you don't stop speaking about certain political things, that you will be fired. And then I was targeted afterwards with a bunch of petty stuff to get me to leave my job. So, you know, shouldn't be happening in any workplace for conservatives or Christians or, and this is a Christian school, but it's predominantly black. These are run by black Democrats.
Are you surprised? They fired his ass with a quickness. And he had the nerve to put up a GoFundMe and to tell us to put in the funds so he can actually fight them against their decision. Can you believe? But he just kept on going on. He was telling us, like, this school is such a bad school. Like, I would never want to work at an all-black school again. And he just kept on telling us what happened to the school. Listen to this one.
So I want to share, I'm telling y'all more as it goes on, more of the abuse that I experienced on this job as a conservative, right? So one of the things that I was told was one day I was teaching my kids. It was morning. It was the first period. This is a Christian school, by the way, right? So I'm teaching. I think I'm even teaching Bible or something. I don't know. And I get a knock on the door. I'm wearing a jacket, right? It's something I've wore all the time. Several other Christian schools. And they come up to me. The vice principal, the principal, and the dean of students come to me. Same nasty black women that caused me to resign, because they had told me I had to choose between speaking publicly about black issues that I speak about like white supremacy and systematic racism and reparations and things like that. They don't like me talking about that type of stuff, right? They said, you're a reflection of the school, and we reflect Democrat values, basically. But they told me my jacket actually looked gay and I need to take it off. It looks feminine and gay, right? I've never been disrespected like this.
Not a gay jacket? What made them say that? So he was fired, guys. They were not having him in that school anymore. And I think they were kind of waiting on getting his ass out of there. Because can you imagine? The way he speaks, that slow, that mouth, teaching my children. They couldn't wait to get his ass out. That is my opinion. Don't come for me. But that is my opinion. However, when things start happening to you, you lost your job, and you know that saying, when it rains, it pours.
How y'all doing? I was just threatened by an African-American gentleman because I am a Trump supporter and I'm a supporter of the president. So I'm right now at Ruby Tuesdays, where I had called the police. I'm like Charleston White. As you can see it right here, I called the police. Because I want you to know, if you walk up to me with that mess, I'm going to call the police. You gotta control yourself. You cannot threaten people because you have a difference in opinion, because you disagree with me supporting the president or on black or racial issues. This man was with his 2 children and walked up to me threatening me, said, you're lucky I'm with my children. You're lucky I'm with my children. I would do something to you. That is not acceptable.
The lies you tell. This was not about you being a Trump supporter, and you know this. This was about you bringing other black people down. That's why that man approached you like that. But let me tell you something else. I don't believe for 1 second that someone approached you, because you swear you're TikTok famous. I don't believe this for 1 second. And I believe that those officers there were standing there all along to get their food, being on a break. That is what I believe. All right? Now, for the people that are still here and watching this foolishness with me, thank you. I love it. But you just want to know, who is this character? I've never seen him before. Let me bring you up to speed a little bit. So this is Reverend Jordan Welsh. Now, he leads the Jordan Welsh Ministries based in Jacksonville, Florida. And he claims he holds a BS, not bullshit, but in biblical counseling. He also claims to be a prophet, and he is very big on deliverance.
How to break spirits of lust, perversion, and spiritual spouses, right? I struggled with this for so long, and every day I have to learn to die to my flesh, but I also got to learn how to war against these things, because lust comes back. This prayer manual, I teach you how to pray with lust, bound to homosexuality, masturbation, same-sex attraction, whatever it is. I was a homosexual. I was in same-sex attraction. God deliver me.
He leads at home ministry and Bible study and everything, child. Then he saw a grift in this whole MAGA thing, and he constantly recites other people. All the talking points from MAGA, he just writes them down, allegedly, and then he recites them. That's how I feel, guys. That's how I feel. All right, so being fired and chased down, I thought that this man would settle down a little bit and stay a little bit low-key. But boy, was I wrong. Because I accidentally stumbled upon his TikTok. And this man got even worse. I want us to laugh and just get his ass together a little bit. Just a little bit. But don't worry, you know me. I'm working up to something. So you got to stay here until the end. Let's watch some of the foolishness that comes out of this man's mouth.
Sorry, Tatum is speaking nothing but truth. Ain't no lie I've been told. Listen,
a lot of black people that talk bad about me and be hating on white folks. Look at what white folks are doing in America and look at what y'all doing. Yeah, that's some stupid ones, but by and large, white folks doing better than you. White folks' community safer than yours. White people got a pretty significant track record of building this country. Your track record ain't as big as the Civil War. You remember that war? All them white people died, and you end up free because these white people died. Come on, man. Just pump your brakes. What you should be doing is saying, I'm thankful for the Lord that he gave me an opportunity to be here, and I'm thankful to the people that came before me that made it possible for me to have freedom. Okay. And I'm not saying there were no black people that was in part of that, but I'm saying majority of it was white people. Because if the white people wasn't significant, then Africa would be prosperous, and everybody be living in Africa. And I'm not saying Africa is all bad, but none of y'all want to live in Africa.
So I didn't hear any lies told by him. I didn't hear not one lie told. Black people are do the same with me. And I'm not saying that, white people are not better than black people, but I will say this. I would hate to see what happened in this country if they all left. I've been places where black people run stuff, and I've been places where white people run stuff, and I'm sorry. White people just run stuff better most of the time. I mean, it's just the case. So we should, I learned so much from white people. And, I'm not saying that there's some great black people doing some great things, and all of them ain't the same. But look at Africa. Look at how it is. Look at
2 coons in one video is too much for me. It is just too much for me, guys. It is too much. Let's move on. I am going to react, guys. But that foolishness that he just said, I cannot. I can't do it. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Joy Reid had the nerve to come after the king and say that Elvis was more black than I am.
Wait.
She had the nerve to say.
Did he say Elvis was more black than I am? But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, you black mega preacher. You. Oh my God, that lisp, that mouth. Oh, I cannot. I think you are right. Elvis was blacker than you. Listen, I am really wondering if you're even black. You look black. At this point, I think you're joking.
I am just blown away. I want y'all to know she got fired. She was too radical and too racist for her radical show. It's a far left who hired her. She was far left. That show was far left. Her company. They said she was too far left for them.
He swears he's a politician, guys.
That's insane. Black people create a lot of great things, but to say white people didn't create anything and that we're rewriting history, there's no way to rewrite history. Slavery happened. It was horrible. Some white people did some horrible things, but there were some great white people that did great things, and there were some great white people that created some great things, like the airplane, for instance. Wasn't Einstein white? Wasn't Isaac Newton white, and Benjamin Franklin and all? Wasn't George? I mean, the people created the country. A lot of the founding fathers were white. I think America's pretty good.
White.
Black people created.
We're not done yet. Wait.
I can't get with Bad Bunny because he's a dude that wears a dress. I'm sorry. As a masculine man, I cannot get, and most men cannot.
Right? A masculine man?
Most real men cannot get with no dude that wears a dress. Like, he wears a dress. And there's no exceptions for a man wearing a dress. And that is not okay. This generation, there's a feminizing of men happening in our country right now.
You don't say.
Where they're teaching men, and they call it toxic masculinity. If you are like me, and you believe there's no situation where a man should ever wear a dress, you are looked at as like the negative one. But there used to be a time in our country where men didn't cross-dress. Unless they were cross-dressers, unless they were gay.
Listen to me with your big lisp mouth. This is what I feel. I feel that you don't even, allegedly, on your day off, wear a dress, but I believe you wear the heels and the bag to match to the purse. That is what I feel. I'm sorry, guys. He belongs to y'all, community. I am convinced. You see that a lot with pastors. They swear up and down they do not belong to the rainbow community, talking down on everyone else. But then in the wee hours of the morning, they try on a penny or two. I don't believe you at all.
That's why Trump won, because masculine men are tired of it. We're tired.
That's why Trump won. Bubba lover. You didn't get the memo, sir. Listen, this man is also a fan of J.D. Vance. But wasn't J.D. Vance in, his law school days? Didn't he cross-dress too one time for a party? Doesn't he wear eyeliner? I swear he wears some eyeliner, allegedly. I swear.
Of being told that we're toxic because we don't believe men should wear dresses.
I can look at things like this all day and get up to get. I cannot. Wait. Stay with me. Stay with me just a few more minutes. Just fun. Get cozy.
In my video on that is going viral, went viral on Jubilee, I made a very bold statement. I said that black culture is toxic. And one of the things she asked was, are you saying white culture is not toxic? And I will actually say this, white culture is not toxic. Is it perfect? No, they have a lot of, there's racism in some parts of the white culture, just like there is in the black. There is toxicity in the white culture, but not to the degree that's in the black culture. When it comes to our family upbringing, a lot of times how we were raised, a lot of dysfunction, single parent homes, the statistics actually show, and this is something the black families refuse.
Listen, sir, you can't even pronounce statistics. I can't even pronounce it too. But come on now, sir. I cannot.
Accept. The truth is that I think it was 30%, 30 to 40%, 30%, that was the lowest out of every ethnic group, grow up without a father. I had a father. Not all black people grow up without a father, but many of us do. And glorification of gang and hood violence, when those same people that glorify these things don't even live in the community that they claim that is so, I'm so for my hood, but they move into white areas. It's a lie. And it's victimization and it is toxicity. In my video on the
Toxicity. Listen, you know, he hears the people talk. He picks up a little bit of something and then he runs with it. But he can't really finish it. He can't really go in depth of what he really wants to say because he has no idea what he wants to say. There's so much going on behind closed doors in the white culture too. So whoever told you that, but then again, you are whitewashed. You're one of them. No black card in sight. So you should know. I'm not even going against you, sir.
I don't know if it's just me, you guys, but is everybody else taking this hard? I can't even go in the house, like, with my family. Like, we had our own crisis. Like, I am taking this hard because Charlie represents he represents so much to the conservative movement. There's not a person they could have took from us that is more important besides maybe Trump or somebody like that. But that's how important that man is and has been. Just the way he died, doing what he loves. He getting shot. For what? For what? What did he do? This is supposed to be America. This is not America.
No,
this is not the America I grew up
It was
in.
not nice.
It's not. The left has turned this into a scary place for people like me and others that just love our country, right?
The whites.
We're doing the best we can to love God, and Charlie was a man of God, man. The AmFest, he cannot be replaced.
Tell me what you think in the comments. Put something. Who is your tribe, sir? Who are the people around you? Who's hanging out with you? We have 2 more, guys. 2, and then we're done. Watch this.
And you see, they changed the sign back, right? They kept the sign. That's why we back. Because if they didn't change the signs back, we wasn't going. So me and my wife, we're on our way into Cracker Barrel, and we're saying, welcome back.
Him and who? Him and his wife, guys. Did I hear this correct? Him and his wife. Oh, God. Listen, he walked that whole path. I didn't hear a heel click clacking, not a sneaker. I swear he walks there alone. Wife, where?
Uncle Hirsch, you know Trump told him, you got to bring back Uncle Hirsch. Yes, I'm black, and I love Cracker Barrel. And I have no racial connotations toward Cracker Barrel. I don't think anything's racist about Cracker Barrel.
No, of
Maybe
course
in the past, but right now, no. I don't
Maybe
have a
the
problem
past.
with Uncle Hirsch.
Maybe the
I
past.
like Uncle Hirsch, and I like the food. It's delicious. So, yeah, welcome back, Uncle Hirsch.
Well, now that we've seen it all, we have to end with this last one because I told you I was working up to something. Because I think this guy had a change of heart. Let's watch.
New right in our that is trying to take over the Republican Party, the MAGA movement, the For America First movement. I can't get with. I am black. I can't support. You have the guy who's over the Remisuin polls. He was commenting on a post and it said he's a white racist. He's an American supremacist. He leads the conservatives with polls.
What? Has you so tickled about what he just said?
the conservatives with polls. Was he talking about the Rasmussen poll? Of all people.
Didn't know how to
That
pronounce
was too much. I can't believe he leads the conservatives with polls. Not him. Not the nigga that do the Rasmussen poll. What is he racist over the This guy is specifically talking about racism. And it's interesting to me what the corporatization of the Republican Party is exposing. There was a soft racism, DEI racism, that some of these people were willing to accept. An anti-DEI, anti-CRT, like blah, blah, blah racism that some of these people were willing to accept. A racism that can be intellectualized. But there is still a direct racism and a direct anti-Semitism that bothers them. That's the part that fascinates me, or at least they're acting like it bothers them. But as they take over, they're turning some people off. Some people are going, wait a minute now. We all know that a nigga should stay in his place, but we shouldn't call him a nigga when he does it. We shouldn't do that. Like,
we shouldn't do it out loud.
Right.
well, for this black,
Because that's how I feel.
I agree with you. But for this black man, he couldn't take it when there was too much prestige.
This is a black MAGA supporter coming unglued because he realized racism still exists and he's not the exception to the rule. You get everything that you fucking deserve. At the end of the day, I may be a Democrat. I'm a black man. No matter how much you tap dance for them, you're still black. You're still like me. And you will always get treated like me. You just do a little bit more kissing ass than I'm used to.
He is kissing ass. I will tell you that. If this is not one of the ultra coons out there, I don't know what is. I feel like he's not the sharpest pencil in the box. So I don't really want to go in, but that you are in the top rank of the coon community, that's a no-brainer, sir. You are you're high, very high up. But I'll give you some grace because I don't. Tell me what you think, guys. Let me know what you think of this video. And let me know what you think of Reverend Jordan Wells, a.k.a. the Mega Preacher. Put it all in the comments, guys. And if you just had a laugh and you enjoyed this video or you didn't like it at all, put it in the comments as well. And hit a like and subscribe while you're at it, if you are not subscribed yet. I enjoyed my time with you again, guys. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.